Beyonce of Horse Girls, Ruby Doo.
And I'm that loyal horse girl who'll never leave your side, even for a shot at nationals, Sobroni.
Welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb, but not your waifu. Because, I don't know, I don't think she's ready for nationals.
Yeah, unfortunately, maybe not.
She out there making horseshoes like the mascot. How you doing, Noni?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Drew?
I'm doing alright. Yeah, this was a weekend of just rest, relaxation, before I deal with the rest of the week. But because I got work. But hey, at the very least, I have a cute little concert I'm going to on Thursday, so happy for that.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah. Without any further ado, because I drank a lot of water and I don't want to have to like pee in the middle of the podcast, we're just gonna hop right in there, and we are going to start the show as always with our new segment, This Week in Anime. Boop. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Funny enough, both of our news is loosely, well, somewhat tied to FGO. According to Anime News Network, voice actress Rie Takahashi resumes work after vocal cord surgery. Apparently she took a 1 month break because she had surgery for her vocal cord nodules, which is so crazy. I'm like, oh my god, no, not your vocal cord. This is like, yeah, I feel like this is like a common thing that happens with voice actors, but still.
I would be so petrified if my career,
Right.
like if I was a voice actress and I had to get vocal cord surgery, like, oh my god, if you fuck up, like my life is over.
Right.
Like my career is gone.
As most people would know, Rie Takahashi is the voice actress for Mosh Celestial. That's why when I saw the news, I was like, that sticks out to me. And I was like, I forgot. I was like, who do you work for? So yeah. Also, this picture of her, I'm just like, girl, you are so beautiful. She is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Like she looks really good for her age. She's basically around our age, like a little bit younger. But yeah, girl, you look good, and I'm glad that your vocal cords are well rested, and she's going back to work. So yeah, I guess we'll hear her for, I guess, what the extra 5 lines she'll have in FGO.
Yeah, I'm sure. 5 voice lines, the My Room lines.
Right, exactly. Well, now that certain things happened in JP, apparently, yeah, I guess that actually will be happening.
Yes, no spoilers.
Well, actually,
we
that
still
probably
got 2 years.
That all that stuff's probably been recorded like in advance before.
Oh yeah, I'm like easily like months in advance.
Yeah, but yeah, welcome back, girl. I'm glad everything's working out for you.
Same.
What you got for us, Sony?
And also FGO related news, or at least Fate related. Honkai Star Rail revealed more about the collab, the Fate Unlimited Blade Works collab that's happening this July for the game. They revealed the designs for Saber and Emiya. They got a little bit of a different outfit to fit the Penacony theme. And Hoyo confirmed that Nasu is overseeing the script for the event as well. Which makes me think, man, is it an event or is it like a whole ass new patch?
Right, it's a new patch, right. It's like a whole thing.
It's like, oh, it's about to be, this event is going to be longer than all of Penacony and the new area combined,
Right.
with Nasu's heading it up.
Mm-mm-mm.
But I'm looking forward to it. A lot of mixed reviews on the designs. Some people love it. I've seen a lot of people hate on it.
I already said I'm not that like
I wasn't even referring to you.
I know, because I'm just one of the people who wasn't the biggest fan. I love the shoes. Love the shoes. Love
Ironically,
the
that's the thing that people hate, the shoes.
love the shoe. Yeah, it makes sense. But it's like if you're I
Mm.
mean if we're not gonna have the outfit, I guess give her her shoes. I think that's like a
Mhm.
sickening black pair of shoes. Love that. Um
Mhm.
I would like I love it with this outfit. I would probably prefer something like I prefer her to have some more armor in her design. Cause you were telling
Mhm.
me, cause I thought about it a little bit, that you were like, "Oh, that's so boring." She always did the armor thing. You know, I think it would translate really well in
Mhm.
Honkai. I'm like, you have a point, but maybe like a little bit of armor, like something, like give me a little bit of a knight. You're a knight. Give me that a little bit. No, she just looks too much like waifu. She just looks like a waifu with a sword.
I mean, so obviously capturing that Honkai flair.
Yeah, but just like yeah, it's definitely way more Honkai than Fate. Like I'm just like
I don't know. I,
if
I
you
like
replace
the
this
I
if
like the
you replace
dress.
this sword with another sword, I've been like I don't know who she is.
I don't I don't like the armor look, and I don't like how Fate does armor for the most part. I can't even think of a servant that wears armor that I like their design of. Saber's armor is just so, it just looks like generic knight armor. I don't know. Maybe if they made it look different, like give her armor, but it was like cute and nice looking, I'd like it more. I don't know. I don't want just generic knight
I
armor
don't know.
though.
I feel like it's giving. I feel like what you're really saying is like because you have to sneak in the word cute there. So I'm saying
Yeah, I
it's
want
giving
it to be
objective.
like
It's
cute
giving.
and
I just want to
nice.
objectify her in peace, which
Yeah,
I'm
I want her to look sexy. I don't want just like, oh, here's
okay.
your
Well,
saber. Just like,
why do they all have to look sexy? There's like a billion fucking girls here. Can one look like the knight that she
no,
is?
no.
Okay, so Oni's
She has
sexist.
to look sexy.
So Oni's sexist trash,
Do they want
and
people to roll for her or not?
that doesn't matter. You can have your cake and eat it too. And honestly, so many people would roll for first of all they would roll for her off the strength of her being Saber.
Yeah, but more people would roll for her if she looked cute.
That is an unfortunate truth, but I feel like we could have done both.
I feel like this is a good compromise because she's not like,
It's not a
I wouldn't call
compromise.
this a sexy outfit. It's
She
like,
looks
it's just a dress. It's just a normal like
exactly.
cute
It's
dress.
plain in a whole different way, which makes
Would you rather her have? They could have went the whole other direction and done like a fucking. Oh, here's her. I don't know, mini skirt with like her ass outline and tube top or something.
I mean that wouldn't make any sense. You're yeah, you're bringing up like an option that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, but I'm not gonna entertain that line of thinking.
I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
it's not like Fate hasn't
Wait,
made
okay,
sexier outfits for characters.
wait, Chotomate. What if this I will accept? What if
Mhm.
when she's about to like do her Excalibur form or like do something, like she gets like a second form where she puts the armor on, like an ascension. If they did that, 10 out of 10.
But they don't have ascensions in
No, but like
Honkai.
something like she does something in her kit that makes her like put on the armor.
Oh, like she transforms or
Yeah,
something.
something like that. I
Yeah,
would
that'd be fine. I'm fine with that.
I would love that. But if they're not doing that, then I would prefer some type of armor, something like Honkai
Mm.
can make Honkai can and has made cool armor. I can't think
Have
of any
they?
right. Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
can't think of any. Maybe yeah, they don't actually. They also actually don't really do armor. I'm trying to think of any of the girls. No, they're all, and even the guys. They're all just kind of wearing clothes. Excuse me, which I guess makes sense why he's also just wearing
Mm.
clothes. fine, whatever. I'm not thinking anything too hard about it. It's having a Penacony, I guess.
Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm excited for a Penacony Grill War, so.
And honestly, now that you think about it, like a kind of sexy, but not like, but done right saber with those, especially with those heels. I potentially take over that. Like if they kind of want like maybe like the whole Marie Antoinette. That could be something I could get into.
Okay. Here's a compromise. How about she gets armor, but it's bikini armor?
What does that even mean?
You know, like here, let me show you a picture. It's the female armor, but it's just like it looks like a swimsuit. It exposes it's like a bikini.
No, see now why are you making it slutty? Why are you making it slutty?
It's not. It's armor.
First of all, this is ugly.
I'm sorry, it's the first result that came.
I know. I appreciate you showing it to me, but holy fuck, it's ugly. It would have to have a lot of no, actually no, because that didn't. Because now all I'll think about is Summer Saber. At that point, I'm like, no, that's a different form. All right. Well, let us know if you guys plan on rolling for Saber. Like I assume everyone else is. All right. Well, that being said, now that we're done with our news, it's time to start off with our weekly reviews, and we're gonna start off with Musume Cinderella Gray episode 5. Yeah.
Yes, episode 5.
I love how this mascot can do everything but run.
She's so good at everything except racing.
Right. I mean, honestly, I kind of respect that. Like, I respect the fact that she made the horseshoes herself. I actually grew to respect it a little bit more.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like, oh, here's the alloy. Let's blacksmith this.
Right. I'm just like, I'm almost respected to the point where I might not call you mascot anymore. If you do anything else, like, kind of cool. That hug gag was really funny. After she gave her the horseshoes, and then she just hugs her, and as they keep talking, and she just squeezes tighter.
Yeah, and Belle knows in the background, like,
and she's like, "Yeah, I can win." Meanwhile, homegirl's dying. Yeah, I didn't realize when you said Simbali Rudolph was the Beyonce of Horse Girls. I didn't realize that was like you were not joking.
Yeah, they idolize her literally.
Like even this 40-year-old man who was like getting called by security to meet her. I'm like, that is actually Beyonce energy.
Yeah, like you're wanted in Beyonce's private booth. Come with us.
Right. And she wants to scout Ogity Cap for nationals. And
she's NTRing Joe out of his own horse.
Or so she thought. But then Joe is like, oh, not Joe, sorry. Ogity is like, no, I want to stay here. And then he does something, he puts her in like this very fucked up predicament because.
Yeah, horrible situation.
Like, why would he do that? Why would he make it like, I don't know. So remember how you talk about like you don't like certain anime where they make drama for the sake of drama? I feel like this is one of those moments. Because this made no fucking sense.
I think it made sense from the perspective of he's trying to like push his own issue onto like, I don't want to deal with this Ogre fucking coin flip. If you win, you can go to nationals. If not, you know, stay with us. But that's kind of a really fucked up way to
That's right.
do it. Like you could just be like, what do you want to do? And she'll be like, oh, I want to stay with you.
Okay,
And
then
I'm
we
like,
stay.
oh.
Like, stop trying to do this weird thing in anime where they're like, I'm gonna make you do what's best for you, even against your own. What? No. Like,
I mean, I kind of get it from the perspective of like you still wanted to do like if you have the opportunity, she should take it. And it's like, do I want to put her success or my selfish dream over her success or whatever?
will she never do nationals again? Like, will she just be barred from racing? Like, can she not just win to like the what's it called, the Tokai
The
Derby,
Tokai Derby, yeah.
and then go on to nationals? Like, is that just not a thing?
I I don't know. I
Like,
guess
you
she
see how
could
there's
honestly,
like
like what?
compromise, and like they're not doing
But
compromise.
it's
This
like, well, what are the odds that what if she loses the Tokai Derby and then they're like, oh fuck it, if she can't even win the Tokai Derby, why would we want to recruit her to nationals?
I mean, I get that, but like, no, it's still so stupid. Like, it's this is like just a very bad way to handle everything, and I guess this is gonna be like everyone's gonna be like, this is the part where I feel like I I'm gonna start feeling reacting the way you react to, like, I don't know, the Kuzuno Honkai. But like the difference is, cause once again, Kuzuno Honkai, it's stupid. And I acknowledge it's stupid, and that's what makes it fun for me, because it's dumb. This is like, oh no, this is actually a good anime going in a potentially stupid direction. That's my
I don't think
problem.
it's that bad.
I
I
hope
just
it's
think
not.
it's.
Like, I just don't want the rest of this series to be like, oh, will she do it? Will she not? Will she
So
do it? Will
what do you
she
think is gonna
not?
happen? Do you think she's gonna lose on purpose or something?
It's gonna boil down to that. Like, yeah, I think she is, and then that's gonna cause a whole drama, even more drama. The March is gonna like threaten to stab her or something. Like, how dare you? Like, he's gonna try and kill her because you know how March gets.
Don't you fucking lose on fire! Oh god, Mark's gonna like flip her shit.
Literally,
Stops
like
mid
jump,
race.
literally, like jump her after the race is done. Literally after they cross the line, she's gonna do a U-turn and then run right into her.
Tackle her.
Literally tackle her and just start like beating her up. Then it's gonna be like, why did you let me win? Why? And then Ogre is gonna be all bloodied and bruised, and she's like, oh yes, this is what I deserve. I'll do da 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 da. The mascot's gonna be over there crying because that's all she can do at that point. Like, it's ugh.
All right, so that's your official prediction. Got it.
Right.
Next episode.
But not for next episode, but I hope
I
if all this can be resolved by the next episode, and everyone can get over themselves by next episode, no complaints, really. I'm just like, I'm afraid they're gonna drag it out. That's my concern.
Oh, no, I get you. I do like how they kind of like flip the scenario on its head, where it's like usually with shows like this, where it's like a shonen sports show, it's like the character will lose and they have to go through like a whole training arc. Like, I wasn't good enough. I have to get better. And this one is like, oh shit, no, Ogre's she's too good. She's causing issues by being too good.
Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting conundrum that usually doesn't happen. So
Yeah.
so yeah.
And I like that we got some Joe backstory. And it wasn't just like all Ogre.
Yeah,
So,
we
I do like Joe, even though he was an idiot for the last part of this episode.
Right, that is true. I still like him. Oh, that's such a man. Oh, that's such a man thing to do. I'm sorry, that is such a man thing to do. Like,
it is, but maybe that's why I relate so well. I'm like, oh no, I get it.
Yeah, you just like him. You're too much of a bitch to make the
Take
hard
responsibility.
decision. You're right.
Well, in my 20s, maybe I would have been like, yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Or like late teens. I do hope they call him out on it though. I'm pretty sure Ogre will. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, or the mascot. The mascot does it. I might drop I might call her by her actual name.
Oh, for once.
For once. All right. Well, that was one Musume.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to Fire Force, season 3, episode 5. Um, this was a very silly episode.
As they all are.
Are they all right? But yeah, like I didn't think it get even more stupid. Um, I'm glad Obi. Okay, so it was one thing for Obi being like, the insect didn't bite me because I'm tensing up my muscles so hard. Fine, very camp, very Fire Force.
Mm.
It was him flexing for the entire episode. I'm just like, girl, okay,
Yeah, they
all
kind of
right,
dragged that on.
right, like unnecessary. Like it was cute, like in the 5 minutes, but after not brushing off the bug and just going on with the plot, I was like, this is dumb. Sorry, love Obi, love seeing his body.
Did you
No,
not like the fan service of him flexing every 5 minutes?
no, because I don't like overly muscular guys. Like that's a turn off for me.
Mm.
Um, like I like Bada, but I don't like when it's overkill. And it was like kind of leaning towards overkill. Um. Oh yeah, and then Heihachi, the dragon appears, and I guess they had this whole episode for Arthur, which I felt so bad because Arthur was like having these cool moments where he was like hacking and slashing, and then he was in his delusion so much that he had a cape on, like a plasma
Mm-hmm.
cape, which is so badass. Um, and it didn't matter because the Heihachi just broke his sword and just punched him or slashed him or something because his power is also broken. I think they implied that he has an Adola link,
Yeah, I think so.
which I guess would make sense because he can literally put on infernal armor, which that's pretty cool. Don't know how he's gonna beat that.
He like they're gonna do the whole power up thing,
Yeah.
like they was saying in the live watch. I think they're gonna. Here's my Super Saiyan Blue moment. Power up, very shonen-y.
Yep. And then when it's done, I'm just gonna collapse into like a puddle of nothing.
Mm.
Yeah.
I do. I gotta say, they do have a lot of budget. I'll never understand why Fire Force has this much budget because the animation was incredible this episode.
Yeah, I would say so. As you would, yeah, art very much much so on Arthur. Also, then when Shinra like did that little kick,
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty cool. Um, once
Is it
again,
blasphemous to say I like their animation better than Jujutsu Kaisen's?
mm,
Only because I feel like it has more impact. Like they do the whole sound effects, like whoosh, and it's the
yeah,
fire and
I
effects.
don't agree, but I kind of get it. Like they're in terms of like their sound
The
animation
sound
is
design, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty superb, better than most. Definitely better than Jujutsu Kaisen, but overall, nah. At least not for me. Um, at the end of the day, it is just them doing like a charged up fire kick, charged up fire punch,
Yeah, well,
saber,
the
saber,
fights
saber.
themselves are not as interesting because it's just like I feel like there's a lot of back and forth with the fights. Like that's my one issue with Fire Force, and you'll see it. I think this season has been like the biggest example of it. One enemy just stands there and just lets the hero just hit them for like a whole episode, and they don't really do anything back. You know what I mean? Like there's no back and forth. It's just the dude stands there, and then one of the protagonists goes off for a whole episode.
Yeah, that's literally happened with 3 different ones. Happened with the
Yeah.
Gauntlet girl. Happened with this dude. They had one minor sequence when they were actually like fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and then the dude was just like, okay, I don't feel like fighting anymore. You're just gonna hit me, and I'm gonna beat you up.
Yeah, it's literally almost every fight in Fire Force is just I'm gonna stand here and farm aura while you do all your spectacular fire attacks against me, and
Right,
then I will retaliate.
right. So, yeah. I guess I'm looking forward to seeing the conclusion of this fight.
Me too.
Right. Up next, we have My Hero Academia Vigilantes episode 4.
I always watch this on Monday, so it's always hard for me to remember what happens.
Kouichi being a bitch as usual. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I'm trying not to do.
Bitch like.
Literally in the beginning where he literally said, and I quote, "No, there's no really point in me learning how to fight or to punch back." And I was like, "Girl, are you so pussy that you don't even want to know how to that you literally reduce yourself to being Katie's punching bag?" Oh, like I can't.
Fair.
What?
Fair.
Come on, bro. Like I'm trying not to call him a bitch every episode, but he just does something very bitch like every single episode.
I think his point was he's more of like a technical fighter, or like Spider-Man. It's not like Spider-Man's not gonna outbox the Hulk. You know what I mean? He
still fights people. Like that's even that's incorrect because Spider-Man can actually fight. He fights with his webs.
That's what I mean. Like he does his whole, but the way Spider-Man fights is all technical.
But it's still fighting.
Like, it's creative.
It's fighting. It's still fighting at the end of the day. This man needs to know how to fight. He needs to know how to throw a punch. You got beat up by middle schoolers, bro. Like, how are you not embarrassed? Like, and they didn't use their powers to beat you up. They just used their fists. Like, that's even more embarrassing. Oh my god, bro, you are 20. Like, come on. Oh.
I have a soft spot for him. I like his dorkiness.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just saying.
I think. Listen, I think he's. Is he a how do I put this? Is he like a superhero? Well, I don't see him as like a superhero per se.
Yeah, I'm not expecting him to. Yes, I'm not expecting. He's definitely not Deku. Deku already had more balls than him by like the end of episode 10.
But he's like enjoyable to watch because of how like sincere he is, and just how like goofy he is, but like self-confident in his goofiness. I don't know, his personality is refreshing. I just don't. Maybe because I view him as just like a spineless protagonist or whatever. I'm not really looking for him to be like, I'm gonna fuck these thugs up.
No, with my not muscles. At all. But Deku was also like, well, he wasn't like. That's why I like Deku. He wasn't spineless, but he wasn't like, you know, I'm gonna punch.
Deku had All Might's power, so that was also, you know, a little bit of an advantage for him to be. He didn't really need training.
He did. That's the whole point of the series, is that he actually needed training to use his power.
No, I mean, like, he didn't need, like, boxing training. He was just powerful enough as is because he had All Might's power.
But he also had fight, but he also did fight in combat. Like, yes, not boxing.
His training was learning to control his power.
His training was also
like, blow out his arm.
His training was also how to use combat correctly. Like, they like all the offensive maneuvers he didn't just come from like I know how to control my powers. It's because other people trained him, which is what Knuckle Duster was trying to teach him to do. Yes, and I'm not saying he's going to be Deku levels of like, you know, CQC by any means. He wasn't going to be like the Eraserhead. But like, no, girl, you should at least know how to throw a punch. You should know how to throw a punch properly. That, like, the bare minimum, you should know how, like, basic self-defense techniques if you're going to be a vigilante.
I don't see him doing that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm not saying he needs to use it in every episode. I don't think he needs to use it in most episodes, but like Oh, like
When he does fight, I think he's just gonna do the whole
he
like
doesn't fight, so I guess it won't matter. He'll never fight.
when he
So
gets involved in fights, he's usually just gonna be like he's gonna do the whole tricky. I outsmarted you using my quirk thing. Like actually, if I use my quirk this way, I can
I think
probably shoot a
yeah,
magnet blast at
but
you or
no, I just think
something.
it's stupid that he doesn't learn any self defense techniques. I just think that's dumb. Like that's dumb, and you're doing it because I'm not the type to do it. That makes you dumb and a bitch. You're a dumb bitch now.
I don't know.
Oh,
You know what? You go learn how to box. You go to a boxing ring, a boxing gym,
if I'm gonna be
and pick up
vigilante,
lessons.
yeah, yeah, I actually will take some. At the very least, take a self defense course. Like,
Well, apparently he doesn't need it because he does his job well.
yes, he was able
He
to.
does it better than what's his face,
Oh,
Inganium.
Inganium, yeah. I was like, yikes! Not Inganium. Like, yeah, Inganium. It it's like if this was like the one moment that Kouichi was a bitch, my attention on Inganium taking the L's, that would have been my main focus. But Koichi
He
just
took
to build
two
up to
L's.
it. The Koichi build up to it. So it was more impactful when he was being a bitch. But yeah, damn. Ingenium or how you say his name. Inganium. Yeah, ooh. Yikes. I'm like, girl, no. Maybe you actually do need Koichi.
Mm.
Maybe you need him. Cause girl, you can't even catch that. First, well, okay. To be fair, to
Mm-hmm.
be fair, that dude was busted.
Oh, the bat dude.
First of all, do bats run fast? Like, what? Why
I
is he?
don't know. I was thinking the same thing. I don't know how he can run so fast. I guess because he had the drugs. I don't know. Maybe that accelerated his quirk to make him run
I
fast.
guess so. That had to have been it. Cause like he runs fast, and just when he's about to get caught, he's like, "Oh, I can also fly." Like I was like, "What,
Mm.
girl? What? That's kind of cheating." But okay.
He's
But
actually a top level villain. He's actually like, he's so good.
yeah, Inganium getting just owned in like that first chase, I was like, yikes, yikes. It's making sense how Stain got you. No
Yeah.
shade.
Did you the girl, I guess who's gonna be like the main villain of this arc, the B
Mm-hmm.
girl? Did it sound like she was talking to
So
All
for
for
one, it
One on
did.
the phone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
thousand
Yeah.
percent.
Okay. I was like, this sounds like All for One. I just want to make sure it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
Do you think Kouichi could beat All for One?
I don't even think he can run away from All for One. Um, I will say I like that he improved his quirk, which that I was waiting for it to happen. I'm just like, when are you gonna be better with your quirk? I need to start seeing the
Yeah.
improvements. If you're not gonna learn, if you can't throw a punch, at least know how to skate.
I kind of hope that they continue running into like other heroes from My Hero Academia, and they each like kind of help him with his quirk a little bit. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. I agree. Or at least be involved
Maybe he
with
runs
like
into
the
Mirko, and then she'll teach him how to fight. She'll
like.
be just like you, like, why are you such a bitch? Here's how you fight.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Um. Also, that girl. First of all, meeting up with that dude I guess they were gonna fuck or something.
Yeah.
Can we just acknowledge that it's insane to be walking, holding hands with a high schooler in public? That's like crazy, right? Like that's insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, don't worry. He's gonna get turned into a fucking monster in a second. So
Good. That's what he deserves.
he's...
Even though she is the villain, he's
Mhm.
still gross. So take that, weird man.
I have a feeling she's also related to uh Knuckle Duster in some way.
Ooh, that'd be cute.
because the way he was acting, where he was like, "Who's the?" He knew that, like, he's specifically looking for a B user.
Well, he knows because of last week.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, he knows that the bees do the thing, so I think he has like a history with B girl. Like, maybe she was his protege or something, or maybe actually related.
Oh, I guess we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Up next, we have Lazarus, episode 5. Okay.
I have a couple of issues with this episode.
Oh, really? Okay. Let's get the good out the way first. Shout out to that one woman security guard on the elevator fight. Of all the guards, she was giving Axel the business. She was not letting go. She held on to him. I was like, "You go, girl."
I was actually shocked by that fight because yes, the woman was definitely the one who was by far the best fight of all of them.
Period. Clear the other.
Yeah. But I'm also shocked that they didn't like pussy out and be like, "Oh, he didn't fight the woman because he also fucked her. Right? He choked her out at the end."
Oh yeah, he did. He sure did.
So
which I expected.
Respect on both ends,
right? So shout out to her.
Also, when he got in the elevator and the black security guy got real close to him, did not look like
grab it right. I was like,
What's the plan?
You're grabbing my. First of all, if I'm here to first of all, if you grab my face like that and I'm trying to like get to the top floor to do whatever, I'm killing you. If you grab my face, yeah, I'm actually just gonna stab you like 3 times real quick and then proceed to. And I'm not even gonna use my knife on anyone else. You touched my face, so you must die. I'll just beat up everyone else and call it a day.
Why did he touch his face and lean in, though?
Like, that was so... Yeah. I didn't like that. Did not like that. Also, one thing I liked about this episode was Popcorn Wizard. And correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Popcorn Wizard was kind of a homage to Edward from the original series. He seems very
I also felt like that. Very, very similar
in appearance, like the skin, the hair color, the attitude.
There was a post I saw because we were talking about Lazarus, and the guy Watanabe, the director, whoever made it, confirmed that all his series take place in the same universe. So technically, this does take place in the same universe timeline as Cowboy Bebop. So maybe there is some relation to Ed.
I mean, I feel like the other one's like hundreds of years in the future.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's like great grandmother or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so complaints. So clearly, you have some.
So is this like, if we're gonna go by the notion that every character gets like their own episode, I guess, or like spotlight for each episode or something? Like clearly they feature certain side characters each episode more so than others. I'm gonna assume this was the Hacker Girls episode, and it was she did not really get any development at all, and she was very boring. She's still the most boring person on the team.
Yeah, like
I feel like they could have just done way more with her. I don't know. So I'm upset that it feels like a wasted episode from that perspective. Like, oh, you're still just the extremely dry, boring, techie person with no personality or anything.
That's her. They decided instead of giving her Ed, they said we're giving you the soulless girl route. The robot.
Yeah, but like, come on. Everyone else has so much more character. Like at first, the black guy was like, oh, he's all business and all, but now he has like a dorky side, but he's also a really cool fucking, fighter. And also he has this past with his professor getting kicked out of university. He has like so many aspects to his character. The other girl has a lot of aspects to her character, but we just get dry ass hacker girl. Even the blonde kid is
he was cautious in last episode.
Yeah, come on, give her something.
Nope. She just gets to be a hacker girl. Dot dot dot.
Yeah. Boo.
She was literally
Another
overshadowed
issue.
by the other hacker, which was
Yeah, so that's the other thing, that she's the other hacker who appears for like 5 minutes at the end, way overshadows anything she's done in the entire series. And the other issue I had is nothing really happened in this episode. This is nothing. Nothing happened this episode.
Yeah, they tried to lure him out. Not only did it not work, they got super hacked and fucked up over it. The end.
Yeah. And they start right where they don't have any more clues than when the episode started. So it was just kind of a, well, that was an episode that went nowhere.
Yep, kind of necessary.
Mm-hmm. Which I wouldn't have minded if they gave the hacker girl some kind of like development or something, but they did not. So,
all right, I'm going to move on quickly because your boy's got to pee.
Oh, we're on a timer.
Oh yes, we are. Up next is Go Go Loser Ranger season 2 episode 4, which I think I'm making my episode of the week.
Yeah, this is my episode of the week.
Yeah, so I had a feeling that Wakaba wasn't possessed.
Yeah, I was like, when she started acting all cutesy at first, I was like, yeah, no, that's definitely not. Because even if she was, she wouldn't be that cutesy, like he said.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Oh, no, I'm talking about Hisui.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about Wakaba.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, like, I figured he wasn't, only because I was like, one thing that kept scratching my head, I was like, if you really are the snake person and you took over his body, why do you have a body? Like, why are you showing your body when you send Homeboy away? So that's when I started thinking, like, maybe that's the original dude.
And well, I was thinking that because the boss monsters, can they even use the divine artifacts?
I'm not sure.
I just assumed they couldn't, so I always just thought, oh yeah, no, this is the real Lockhart because he uses a divine artifact. Yeah, but I guess I don't know.
Yeah, she was she wasn't faking the entire time, was she?
I think she was, because she was all demure and cutesy the entire time. And I think she was just basically trying to get close to him and look for an opportunity.
I thought like after Homeboy went berserk with the artifact, that like the concussion kind of like
knocked her back into place or whatever, knocked sense in her. Which, by the way, as soon as he announced, like, oh, there's no more rules for the 10 minutes, I'm like, why would you ever make that announcement? You're so fucking dead.
Yeah, like, you could have just done it for, like, a minute.
Yeah. Or if you're going to kill her right away, just be like, 30 seconds, there's no rules in the school, dead. Kill, all right, rules are back. Yeah, like, it's such a long timer you gave them.
It's giving, this is why you were, not first class.
Like, yeah, maybe you should finish your training.
Also, shout out to the
also
younger.
Love that one cop.
Yeah, the younger. Oh my god, that kiss scene was amazing. And then the guy was like, "You stole my first kiss," and punched him. I'm just like, "Your first kiss?" I'm like, "Not your like a grown titty 30-something, 40-something-year-old man who never kissed anyone."
That's like insane. His random ass anime knowledge, like, oh. You don't need to explain it. I watched 100 anime. I understand what a time loop is.
Right. He's like, I also know what BL is.
Yeah. Also, I've been reading a lot of BL. Oh, please keep him.
Yeah. He was actually great. Yeah, please keep him. Also, yeah, the way Sakurama or Fighter D got back into the illusion by masquerading as the other cop was very smart.
Yeah, I actually didn't even think about that, so
yeah, me neither.
Myself for it.
Yep, I sure did as well. So that was good. That was really good. This is a really well done episode. Excuse me. But yeah, also we got to see Hisui's background, and so she was just always strong as hell. Because now she beat that. Now she beat that middle-aged man.
Grown man, yeah.
Like now she lost to a child to the point where
Mm-hmm.
she beat you bloody. That's embarrassing. Could not be me. But yeah, that was it for Coco Rangers. Great episode. Up
Mm-hmm.
next, we have Evil Lord of the Intergalactic Empire. I don't remember what happened with this. The whole scene of Nias trying to convince him to buy the ships was so just all that, like everything leading up to it. Like this was like such a school rumble ass episode, but like in a
That's what
way,
I got to. This whole show's gonna be school rumble. It's gonna be a bunch of misunderstandings, which I don't mind. I like this type of
right?
episode
Because
way
it's
more
not
than the
just
first
them
one.
in a high school. It's
Mm-hmm.
like this is like in space, like an empire. So it's much more fitting.
Yeah, and this episode had a lot of funny moments, like you mentioned, the whole her trying to get him to buy the ships, and she's like wearing the sexy secretary outfit and flashing him. He's just like, "Oh no, I'm having flashbacks to
Right.
my wife."
Yeah, I was like, yikes. Yikes. He's like, and then him just being like, oh, no, it's doing nothing for my dick. And I'm like, oop, oop,
Mm-hmm.
oop. Yikes. Well, you heard him.
Meanwhile, his teacher is getting all fucked up. Like, she asked me what he likes to wear so she could wear it in front of him.
Oh, that was funny. I love that moment.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, no, it was good. And then the whole scene with the gold, and he's like, I want to have gold so I can have gold coins for no reason. Just have the Toonie fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
So stupid. He's so stupid. That was really funny. This is a good, yeah, this is a cute episode.
Yeah, it was really nice. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. All right, and last but not least, we have Apothecary Diaries, season 2, episode 17. I'll say this whole week, I feel like a lot of episodes were just like in between episodes or nothing really happened ish episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Because this episode is all, oh my god, she's missing the episode.
Where in the world is Mao Mao?
Exactly. Of course, her smart ass left them a clue. Um, they left on a ship to go somewhere. Um, Suide and Shisui are siblings, as we find out. Um, and Gokyo goes into labor, which is just like great timing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess Jinchi is kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. So she's gonna help. She's gonna kind of be there for the baby, or is gonna go get his woman back.
I think he'll send. You know what? I think he'll go after Mao Mao, and he'll probably send his attendant to Gokyo.
Yeah, probably.
I was gonna say it the reverse, like he goes to take care of Gokyo and then sends his attendant to Mao Mao. I'm like, no, he's
Right.
too invested. He's too invested in Mao Mao.
Right. Also, as I pretty much predicted, because well, they kind of laid it out for us. Like, yeah, the other country is definitely involved with everything because, you plot to kill the emperor, and yet the caravans in your town for this festival that you're having.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely interested in this town and revealing like the what's the word I'm looking for? The motivations behind Suire and Shisui.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I'm
Mao Mao throwing the
Mhm.
snake was fucking hilarious, though.
What?
Mao Mao throwing the snake.
Oh shit, that was funny. And Shisui was just like, oh my god, and then of course, not sorry, Suire was like, oh my god. And then Jisoo was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I was like, "Girl, I should gave yourself away like that."
Yeah.
Yikes.
Which I understand. That'd be me if you threw a water bug at me, by the way. I hope you would be my Shusui and you would protect me from the water bug.
Probably because they're disgusting. I would.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not team. Let's just have bugs walk around to scare Oni. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
definitely like, nah. You got to go, girl. So yeah, but so I guess it was just a cute transition episode. I guess the rest of the series is gonna be like, here's the motivations for why we did so, and then let's go rescue Mao.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, we will get there when we get there. But until then, y'all, this will be the end of the podcast. The end of the weekly reviews. Just the end in general. Oni, please take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this week's episode of My Forest Podcast, make sure you like button and subscribe so you catch it every week as it goes up. If you haven't already, do follow us over on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party over our Discord, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a channel member or patron and join us for our weekly live watches, where we'll be watching Fire Force and Apothecary Diaries with our patrons. So if that sounds interesting to you, you know what to do. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, because I gotta pee.
Well, Drew, go and pee. And on that note, this has been Subroni, and
Scooby Doo.
we'll catch y'all later. Later!
Bye.